You stole from me. I can't have that. But now you're back, right? So here's what we're going to do.
You not only appear in the show in episodes, but you also are executive producer and are really responsible for this being on the air.
I was actually called Sneaky Pete by my family. This is where it came from. Very fortunate in the Breaking Bad years. I was on the dais winning an Emmy, and I wanted to just express to all those people out there who may have lost their way or never quite found their way, that I was a Sneaky Pete. I was a guy who was circumventing responsibility, and I was looking for the shortcut, and it was okay because I was a teenager and I was from a fractured family. Deserted father, alcoholic mother, and it was like, how does one navigate through that? And it's okay. But if you never change, then you're in trouble. And so I wanted to convey that. Like, I found acting, I fell in love, and I realized no more shortcuts. It's all about the work, and pour it in and devote yourself to it.
In your speech,
in the speech. And so I said thank you, and I left the stage. And the next day, Zach Van Amberg from Sony called me and congratulated me on the Emmy, and he said, I think there's a series there. And I said, what? He said, Sneaky Pete. And I said, what's the series? And he goes, oh, I have no idea. But he did leave me with this little gem, and he said, you were a teenager. It's forgivable to work through a troubled childhood. But what if you never changed? What if you became an adult and were now in your 30s, say? What would you be if you're a Sneaky Pete? And I thought, I think he'd be a con man. I think he'd be a criminal. And so that was the genesis of this whole story. Came out of that. It's like, it blows my mind. Like, I was from a speech.
You're probably the first person in history that got a series out of an Emmy speech. Well, and this actually was originally a procedural on CBS, right?
We first sold Sneaky Pete to CBS, and they said, well, we would like to this, and it's the crime of the week and the bail bonds business and that sort of thing. And it's like, okay. And we produced it for them, and we thought they should have picked it up. When they said, no, we're not picking it up, we went, okay, see ya. And we took it and we brought it over to Amazon, and they said, we want to do this. We just want to have our take on it. So change this, this, and this. And so we reshot it. I cast myself to try to sell it, to get in. You know, at the end, when my character is on screen, that wasn't in the CBS pilot.
I'm a confidence man. I give people confidence, they give me their money. Hi, Grandma, Grandpa. It's me, Pete.
You're back with a series, but it's Amazon style. So it's now binge-worthy, and everybody can watch it all at once. Do you like that format for shows?
Well, I do. It's what we're exposed to now. This is it. You know, the old model of waiting a week is now just that, an old model. I don't know if it still will hold up. Yet to be seen if that broadcast model can sustain that. But certainly in this day and age, and the sophistication of audiences watching and demanding a higher quality of storytelling, this is to come. And Amazon has been an amazing partner with this, because they would tell us, this is what's not clear, or we'd like to see more impact here. But they never once said, this is what we think you should do. They let the creators go back and create it and figure out, how do we solve this problem? How do we enhance this? How do we clarify that? And then re-present it to them.